FTMO is the granddaddy of prop firms, but are they still the best? What up, folks? It's your boy Ed Cat coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing FTMO as a prop firm. We're going to look at a general overview of the company, look at the types of challenges and rules that they offer, what those trading conditions are like, and overall what the overall experience of being part of FTMO is like. So if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's do a deep dive into FTMO. Now, FTMO is one of the oldest prop firms in the business. They were one of the first prop firms to prop up back in 2015, and they have withstood the test of time, which is really important in the prop firm space, especially as of late when prop firms seem to be rising up and falling all at the same breath. A prop firm that's been able to withstand the test of time is a really good sign and something that you want to see when selecting a prop firm. You do not want to be selecting the prop firms that showed up yesterday. There's been a lot of rug pulling in the industry. So a prop firm that has been around since 2015 and has been around for almost a decade is a really, really good green flag in a prop firm's repertoire. They also have a Trustpilot score of 4.8 out of 5, which is immensely positive. And for a company to amass such a high score and retain it over nearly a decade is also a really, really good sign that this prop firm is probably worth its salt. You get a lot of new prop firms that pop up and they start off with a really high Trustpilot score, and that Trustpilot score tends to do a drastic dip sometime in the coming months. The fact that they have maintained such a high one across years, really good sign. FTMO is based in the Czech Republic in Prague, so it also avoids some of the pitfalls some of the American and US-based prop firms have been having with the recent changes in regulation and the uncertainty of the prop firm space on that half of the globe. So they're in a regulated place with really strict guidelines and have withstood the test of time. So far, FTMO is looking pretty good, but let's look at the actual challenges that FTMO offers. So right off the bat, what I like about FTMO is they have a large variety of options for trading platforms. You can either go with the traditional MT4 and MT5, or you can try CTrader and DXTrade, meaning no matter which country you're in, whether MetaQuotes is open in that country or not, you have available great options for trading platforms to use for their challenges. Another awesome perk that FTMO has is your ability to choose what currency you want your trading account to be in. Most prop firms use the US dollar as the default trading account, but FTMO here has a large variety of other currencies that you can use to trade in. So you can see when you're selecting an option, you can decide what currency you would like it to be, and that changes the numeric value of what that currency is. Now, they all translate to, roughly speaking, being about the same size of buying power. It just depends what currency that you are calculating it in. You also have a really good option in terms of the account sizes to pick from, starting as little as 10,000 USD all the way up to 200,000 USD, and whatever the respective sizes are in the different currencies. Now, this is a pretty standard selection size of trading account sizes, so you're going to find something that suits your budget and what your ambitions are. Now, moving on to something I don't necessarily like is FTMO has two types of account challenges. You have the regular FTMO account, and then you have the FTMO swing account. Now, you'll notice that the swing account has a much lower leverage, actually, of 1:30, as opposed to a 1:100 on their regular account. The difference being, on their swing account, you're able to hold trades overnight and over the weekend, and it will not close your trades for you. You can also hold these over news without any penalties, whereas their normal account, you aren't able to hold trades after the close of the New York session, I believe, and you're definitely not able to hold trades over the weekend. You're also penalized if you open or close a trade that happens 2 minutes before a news release and within 2 minutes after a news release. So on the regular account, you are penalized for such types of trading, whereas on the swing account, the rules are a little bit more relaxed. But as a drawdown to that, you have lower leverage. The reason I don't like that is that there are other prop firms who do not have this distinction and allow you to hold trades overnight and over weekends on their regular accounts without stifling your leverage. But I do understand where FTMO is coming from. This is the part of their risk management strategy. And you want to see a prop firm implement risk management strategies on their end. It means that they're not trying to appease the masses and give traders every single thing that they want without reason, because those types of prop firms who are very loose in their rules coincidentally also be the types of prop firms that close down after a couple months of operation. So the fact that they are protecting themselves to some degree is not necessarily a bad sign on their part, but this is a slightly unfavorable rule for the trader. So that's something you need to know going in. FTMO also has the bonus of you being able to select in which currency you would like to get paid in, and this is detached from the currency that you're trading in. So you're more than able to trade in the euro, for example, but get your payout in US dollars. So you're able to make the choice of whatever is the more favorable currency to get paid in your country with your current exchange rate. You're able to make the choice between the euro, the United States dollar, the Czech koruna, and the Great British pound. So moving on to the actual trading objectives themselves. So FTMO has a stock standard process, two-phase step challenge, where you have a step 1, which you have an unlimited number of days to pass, a phase 2, which you have an unlimited number of days to pass, and then step 3 or phase 3 is when you're actually live and the profits you make from phase 3 are profits that are going to be paid out to you. The industry has moved away from what used to be a 30-day and 60-day time limit on the phase 1 and phase 2 respectively. Now you have an unlimited number of times. So that has really benefited the traders and made this a lot easier to pass these challenges. However, they do throw in a caveat where you have a minimum number of training days, in which in FTMO's case it's 4 days, where you have to have 4 days within the challenge where you have placed a trade. This is there to bait traders into sort of over trading. Let's say, for example, you took one banger trade, you made the minimum requirement to pass that phase, but you have not been trading that account for 4 days yet. It sort of baits traders into placing more trades and hopefully losing, going back underneath the required target and never passing these accounts. You have to remember that prop firms make the majority of their money from failed challenges. So this minimum number of trading days is there to bait you into over trading a little bit. But if you're a disciplined trader, if you've already made the targeted amount, you can just quickly open a very, very small lot size, a 0.01, close that, and that will count as a trading day. Do that until the 4 trading days have passed, and then you will move on to the next phase. FTMO also has a very stock standard, this is for their $10,000 account. You have a maximum daily loss of 5%, a maximum total loss of 10%, and a profit target gain of 10% on your phase 1. You have a daily loss of 5% on the step 2, a max loss of 10% in phase 2 as well, and only a profit target of 5% on phase 2. Thereafter, you are funded, but the maximum daily and maximum total loss requirements remain the same even in the funded phase. The challenge fee that you pay is refundable at the end with your first payout, so that's also a really good benefit to the traders. However, this is where FTMO does have a large caveat compared to other challenges, is that they are significantly more expensive than other prop firms. For example, the $10,000 on the FTMO costs about $160 to purchase, whereas other prop firms normally charge around the $120 mark. Similarly, their $100,000 challenge is
$585, where other prop firms typically charge anywhere between $500 to $550. So with FTMO, you are significantly paying more for these challenges, but that does come with a certain level of reliability to them.
Now, looking at the trading conditions themselves, I've been trading an FTMO phase 1 account for the last 3 weeks, and the conditions have been very favorable. As you can see here, the spreads are quite low. The executions have been near exact. And overall, it's been a very pleasurable experience. I haven't encountered any issues thus far. I'm about halfway to passing this phase 1. So far, I have nothing but good things to say about how it has gone. So with all of that said and done, we're going to give FTMO 4.5 bullish candles out of 5. You are going to struggle to find any better than FTMO. When it comes to trustworthiness, they are right there at the top. They are robust in their liquidity pool, so you know those payouts are gonna keep coming, and they don't seem to be going anywhere. Their trading conditions are very fair. Their challenge types are also stock standard, what you would expect from a prop firm company. The only drawback being that they are a little bit pricier than all other prop firms, but sometimes that's just the cost you have to pay for reliability. So FTMO is definitely a safe option, FISA approved. Do you agree? Have you tried them? Are you thinking about getting a challenge? Let me know in the comments down below, and we will see you in the next video.